Greetings YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I want to start off this video congratulating everybody who became wallet breaker / Paragon this week from the Eternity of Pain rewards. That's a big deal. Somebody asked me recently, Prof, if somebody becomes Paragon as a free-to-play player, would you still call them a wallet breaker since they don't spend money? It's a very important philosophical and existential question. They're still a time breaker, you know. There's still somebody that has to spend a lot of time on the game to be at that point. You know, 3 rank 4 6 stars, especially when you don't get the benefit of what we're going to talk about, and that is the daily special. We don't even get the access to the Cavalier one. Yeah, it's impressive to me. Now, of course, Kabam is giving us more and more opportunities without spending cash for Tier 3 Alpha and Tier 6 Basic. But the difference between the $5 a day in the daily special and certainly July 4th and soon to be, well, I guess not technically soon, but sort of in the next few months soon, Cyber Weekend. Yeah, it's massive. It's massive. So is the spring cleaning event. You know, the list goes on and on. But, you know, I should have known this, but I didn't really know this as well as it is shown until this video. Because when you go to the featured item store, you can see Cavalier, but not Thronebreaker if you're a Paragon player. And so I just assumed that when you're a Thronebreaker to start before Wallet Breaker, you will have the Thronebreaker stamp card selector stay in your featured item store until your stamps have been purchased. And I thought about that to the point where I'm like, if you can time it to become Paragon / Wallet Breaker when you have a multiple of 7 stamps, so 7, 14, 21, 28, etc., that seems like that'd be the best move, because then you can get about half of what the Paragon stamp card selector allows you to get. A little bit more than half, right? I think we get 10,000 6-star shards instead of 15,000. You get, well, half, about 4,500, and what about 6,000 tier 6 basic catalyst fair ones, or certainly half, you get 10 6-star generic 6 stones instead of 20. So that was my assumption, that you would basically have to time it or else you lose out on stamps. But Kabam has coded this very differently than I assumed. And I am so happy to those of you who were much smarter than me. Not that that's saying much, but you decided to be like my man, who we are featuring right now, Mr. Yarg 2015, because he became Wallet Breaker by taking his Hercules to rank 4, as you can see in the top left corner of the screen, when he got his Eternity of Pain rewards. That unlocked the new calendar, although remember, in terms of the calendar unlocking, it doesn't actually reset until the following month. So he'll have the Thronebreaker calendar for the rest of August, which isn't that big of a deal, because the important thing really is the daily crystal upgrade, which is far better. I mean, the difference between Thronebreaker and Paragon daily crystals is almost laughable. And then, of course, the 4-hour crystal, which I have not opened any 4-hour Paragon crystals yet. I'm hoarding those for when I absolutely need them. But with that being said, I can't imagine that they're that big of a game changer, you know? But, okay, so we've got this milestone completed. We've got this upgrade, and he had a good amount of Thronebreaker stamps saved up that he was tempted to spend, but he did the smart thing. Instead of getting the Tier 3 Alpha and Tier 6 Basic toward the Eternity of Pain goal of Thronebreaker, he knew that his Eternity of Pain rewards would be enough by themselves to get him to rank for his 3rd and final 6-star that he needed, so he just saved his stamps. And so, just like that, he became Paragon, and then check this out. He has 15 Thronebreaker stamps. That is over 2 weeks worth, assuming you buy a Thronebreaker daily special every day. and he could immediately trade them in for Paragon. And it says trade in 7 times Thronebreaker stamps to select your bonus, and it's a Paragon stamp card selector. So it recognizes that the Thronebreaker stamps are Thronebreaker stamps, but it still allows you to upgrade them to Paragon stamps. That's amazing. Kabam! Talk about the best incentive ever if you are a spender. If you're not free to play, I get that this doesn't affect you. But if you are somebody who buys the daily special, do this. I don't care if you've got 60 stamps, 90 stamps, 100 stamps. Now, I do want to read, in case he wanted to hide some personal info. He said, I'm finally one of the big boys. My plan totally worked. I saved all my tickets, and so I can now turn them in for the better rewards. And also, his Summoner Camp stores did not reset. So I don't know if that was a glitch or a bug. Several of you confirmed that it did, that it reset for you, and that's why I did a video on it. But apparently not for everybody. Well, I don't know if there are special Paragon Summoner stamps or Summoner prizes that aren't Thronebreaker related. I think that the top ones, Thronebreaker might be the cutoff, so maybe that's why it didn't reset, because it was resetting between Cavalier and Thronebreaker, which does make sense in terms of some of those rewards, or the better rewards at least. So there you go. Thanks again to Yarg 2015. This is the best, even better than the Daily Crystal, which was the best reason to become Paragon until now. This is the new best reason. And I'm so honored to feature this updated data on the channel, and I appreciate you all reaching out to me daily and providing me information to report on this channel.